Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. This is another entry in my daily vlog, my week daily vlog, I guess. At least each morning I come in here, turn the lights and camera, and talk about what I've been doing next, and how it's going, trying to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. So start with a report on yesterday. Started the morning doing the latest episode of Celebrating Yesteryear for Retro Days. I got that recorded, cut, and delivered. We had a short that dropped yesterday morning, again from that video, old live stream that I'm chopping up and delivering, and that's been low effort. I'll tell you what it's been interesting with the longer version of shorts. We'll talk about a little bit at the end of this video. They weren't what I expected them to be at the outset, but we'll talk about that before I go. I'll do some more of those, of course. In the afternoon, I mentioned I didn't have a video like ready, locked and loaded to go, prepped for. So I had an idea for a longer video that's been simmering for a long time, and I had carved out a piece of that to make a long form yesterday. The only raw materials needed were a few Atari manuals to talk about a specific little facet, the little game matrix in the back. And I did a video about that and dropped it probably about 4:30 or so yesterday afternoon. I think that's right. So it's just been out overnight. It's not a huge performer, but that little video in the Atari Matrix has generated 1,800 views overnight. I would love to see videos get, at this point, 3,000 overnight is like a nice target when something releases late in the afternoon. So this is a bit light, but it's also evergreen. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not like it gets old and it's, these 40-year-old manuals aren't around anymore. They're still. So anyway, it's a good long-term video. Happy with that. I did a little bit of planning and prep for what other long forms I could do in the next couple of days. Then I did a little bit of preparation for the podcast edit today, which we'll definitely talk about in a second. We had our team meeting yesterday evening to talk about kind of upcoming plans. And that was the bulk of my day yesterday. It was plenty. I mean, there's always little, social media stuff like that, but not worth mentioning hardly, even though I just mentioned it. So is it? Let's talk about stats. Stats are, well, you'll see in a second, the views are about the same. We're still kind of living in the doldrums a little bit in the views. Not really, just for my goals, right? We're doing fine. But subscribers, though, are doing quite well. So here's my little chart. And it has views and subscribers on it. My target is to be at or above this midpoint, which represents an average of 13,000 views and 80 subscribers average over the last 7 days. There's also in the upper left, there's a little chart of the last 28 days. So we're at 10.7 thousand views average, same as yesterday. Subscribers still growing, 149 average now, almost off the chart again. So he's growing, doing very well. Just our promotions are doing well. Engagement's doing really well. That's what I attribute that to. So all of that, yesterday we were at 78.9 in just a little bit. So yeah, this morning we hit 79,000 subscribers and like 750, so almost 79.1. So wow, nice. So let's talk about today real quick. So today, first and foremost, is Tuesday, which means podcast edit day. I'll be live on Twitch starting 10 a.m. Eastern for a couple of hours to edit our weekly podcast. If you'd like to join us, it's twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp, and as soon as you get there, poof, we're there. I'm usually live for about 2.5 hours, depending on the duration of the edit, whatever it requires. So I'll be there doing that. Also, every Tuesday, I will remind you that there's something free you can do to support us on Twitch if you have an inkling to do, and you have Amazon Prime. Because if you have Amazon Prime, they give you a free monthly subscription token that you can give to any creator. And it's kind of like a $5 donation that you don't give. You actually give it from Amazon. If you don't use it, it goes away. So don't give money back to Bezos, give it to us. So to do so, just head over to twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp. When you get there, look for that little subscribe button. Might say unsubscribe for you, or resubscribe for you if you've done it before. Once you do that, look for a couple of, like a tick box that says use Prime sub. It might be on a different tab. Just scroll around, you'll see it. Once you do, your checkout is free. Doesn't cost you a thing, and it contributes to that intangible thing that you can't get a hold of, makes it tangible and real in the world, and it'll go to help us out. So we appreciate that. After the live edit, I have I'll work on what I have planned for a Wednesday long form, excuse me, and also do a little bit of Friday plays writing. I know it's only Tuesday, but I'm 2 days away from producing the Friday plays, so I need to make sure I get that in line. I've already started the thumbnail. I'm getting that ready. It's great when I know what it is starting the week, because I can have things stacked. There's less gonna pile up toward the middle of the week. And then tonight, I'm going to do a live stream at 7 p.m. Eastern of a new game coming from Pixel Games. They reached out to me over the weekend with a cool, neat little parachuting game that I'm going to show off on a live stream tonight at 7 p.m. So if you're available, pop in and check us out there. Yeah, so all that I mentioned, the last thing I want to talk about that I kind of alluded to is the longer shorts. We talked about several months ago that YouTube was rolling out these shorts. Used to be under 60 seconds, and now they're under 3 minutes. And my initial inkling was like, I can't wait to fill all that time. What I'm finding, it's not about filling that time. Shorts still need to be short. But I'm finding that it was regularly difficult to get in under that. You're chopping just to shave off 3-4 seconds to get it under that minute. So what I found doing is like, now I can actually get like a flow going. There's like a 10 or 15 second window of contiguous stuff and then an edit, and it's less choppy. I find now when I'm making shorts, I'm not trying to fill the 3 minutes. I'm just trying to make it as short as I can under 3 minutes. So most of the ones I'm doing are, you know, a minute 20, a minute 40, something like that. Whatever it takes to get the remaining 10 or 15 seconds that I normally would have had to fight to shave out to deliver it. So yeah, I really think we saw 3 minutes. We all looked at the upper limit. Like we're like, oh, the speed limit, that's how fast I can go. So 3 minutes is how much, you know, time I can fill. But now that I've started using them more regularly, it's not really about how long can I make it. It's that I can now relax my editing and not make it so abrupt and tell a smoother little, you know, a micro story in the sense of whatever I'm showing or talking about. So anyway, yeah. So I think somebody asked not long ago, how are the longer shorts going? The schlongs, as I nicknamed them, the short longs, and that's how they're going. They're not what I thought they would be, and now that they're working properly, and I've used them some, they are a benefit when you don't think about them as an upper limit, but as a relaxing of the lower limit. So, yeah, I got to go get ready for this live stream. So I'm going to go ahead and bid you farewell. I'm going to thank you for popping in to check out today's vlog. If you did, if you're here every day, you already know I love you. So I'm going to tell you again, have a great Tuesday. Don't forget to do something good for yourself. And I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.